What stood out that maybe didn't stand out initially after the scrimmage?
You know, as many people as we were rotating, overall I was pretty well pleased that our guys are trying to be physical. You know, they're trying to play fast. They're trying to do what the coach should do. There was some mistakes, obviously, but they're all correctable. You know, our guys came out to practice today, and they had the attitude that they want to correct it and get better.
Gus, how did the quarterbacks grade out?
Each one of them did something, had a play or two that kind of you go, wow, that's what we're looking for. And at the same time, a couple mental busts, a couple physical reads that weren't what we want them. But they bounced back today, and it looked like they corrected the things we talked about.
There's so many ways for quarterbacks to be in a heap at this point in spring. Do they all have the offense down real tight, or are they all kind of coming along? How is it right now?
We're throwing a lot at them. You know, we ask a lot of our quarterback. I mean, they've got to know a lot of different things. You know, the protections, the reads. We're so progression read oriented that they've got to be right. They got to, you know, they got to identify the coverage. And so we're asking a lot, but each day you can tell they're grasping more and more. They're getting confidence. You know, we don't have a lot of our offense in now. We just have the base offense. So, you know, after they get that down, we can start getting to the other stuff. But they're competing hard. We went live with them again today, and you know, so I think that's the way we can evaluate the quickest. You know, we're going to find out what's inside of them, and then how they'll compete.
Is there a realistic timetable to get the other stuff in, or is
you know, really spring, we're working on the base stuff. You know,
okay.
After you get the base things that we're going to do down, we can get the wrinkles off of it relatively easy. So we're just trying to be simple, let our guys have a chance to compete, and you know, see the guys we'll be playing with on Saturdays next fall.
At this point, what do you realistically hope to get down to in terms of the quarterback race by the end of spring?
Yeah, ideally you'd like to have the guy. I don't know if that's possible. You know, that is a definite goal, but at least have it narrowed down to two. And you know, so that's kind of what we're looking for right now, so we can start getting a little more specific with our timing. It's hard to be a timing offense when you're rotating 3 guys and, you know, 12 different receivers.
Do you need to have more than just the base offense installed to really see any kind of separation?
No, not at all. Not at all. You know, you want to give each guy a fair chance to show what they can do. You don't want them to be thinking about 100 different things, and that way you can evaluate them for the guys that can execute the base stuff. So you know, that's the plan we have, and I feel like we can really find out the answers we need this spring.
Are you disappointed at all that there hasn't been anybody stepping up and making that separation?
You know, I'm seeing at times we're getting closer because you see some guys that you say, okay, all right. So we're starting to get more information, and we're getting a little closer to that. But the more you scrimmage, the more the quarterbacks go live, the more you can see some separation. So we'll continue to do that, and you know, we're just trying to get that physical hard edge, and we want our quarterback to have that too.
Are you still in a 3 quarterback race? Do you consider yourself right now?
Yeah, right now I would say they're getting equal reps, and we're seeing what they can do.
Trotter's a kid who's never played college football because he redshirted last year. Has he made some progress since the first day of practice?
You know, I think so. You know, he's got that. He's got a lot of ability to, you know, kind of make plays when things break down, and we just kind of got to get him honed in. But he's young and green, but I do like his spirit.
Can you give us any names of players on offense that might have graded out especially well on Saturday?
You know, there was guys that played hard. There was guys that did some good things, but it was so inconsistent. And I'm real hesitant until I feel like somebody's playing at championship level to recognize them, because we've got a lot of guys that are playing hard that are making plays at times. Then they're coming back and making 2 or 3 mistakes. And so, you know, hopefully by next week we'll have some guys that consistently are acting like champions and grading out like champions, and we'll start giving you some names.
Ben Tate yesterday said was the worst that he had played all spring. Do you feel like that was a fair assessment, and how has he done so far this spring?
You know, I think overall, you know, he's had some good days, and you know, he did some good things yesterday. You know, so but he's hard on himself. He's a competitor, and you know, you gotta like that.
Is Chris Todd getting any closer to being able to do live throwing this spring?
You know, he's throwing some on his own with the doctors and all that, but you know, I'm waiting until he can be 100% and really show what he can do. So that's I don't know the answer to that question.
If he isn't able to go this spring, would you give him a brief window, maybe in early August, to get back into it?
We'll just have to cross that bridge when we get there. It's hard to say right now.
walk-on Justin Albert. How's he doing for you up there?
He's got some playmaking ability, you know, and I like his attitude, and you know, he's capable of making some plays.